So welcome back to my channel. This is Dom, and just to look at some of the figures I've got through in the last few days. I thought, well no, I haven't really done a huge amount more painting being in isolation for the virus than previously. Just makes me realise I probably overdid it in the past because now I've got a lot more time, but then also the family around, so much harder. I feel more inclined to do things with them. So anyway, still got through a good number of my Russians. These guys here, or these gals here, as you Yankees would say, these are from Squiddo, Annie at Squiddo Games. A couple of her, well, this is one of the female sniper sets, because you know I really fancied that in my Russian army, is having a female sniper team. So really nice model. I've basically put white capes on them. I think probably weren't white originally. Probably the models were more sort of generic, you know, summer type figures, but I wanted them to be part of my winter force, so I put white capes on, and obviously use the snow basing that I've used on all the other figures of this range. I think they're really nice figures. Really pleased. So I played a game the other night before the club closed down, Bolt Action, and got a chance to field my Russian army and realised actually I was struggling for riflemen. So as I mentioned in the one I did about my Russian painting army, I had another box of winter Russians, so I've cracked through those, put them all together. So here's another squad of 10 riflemen. I used the prone guys with rifles rather than any other equipment because I've got enough LMGs, and well, there were 2 more I've made up from this pack. I don't need any more anti-tank riflemen, so I've turned them into prone riflemen. I don't know about you guys, I'm not overly keen on prone figures for my squads. It's fine for weapon teams and things like that, but for squads it's just a bit, I don't know, it seems weird to have one character running and one crouching to fire and then another one laying down to fire and then another one with, you know, standing there pointing. It just doesn't seem to work, but whatever. But you know, these are warlord figures. They've come out really nicely. I'm quite happy with how that squad has come together, as well as the snipers that I got from Bad Squiddo Games. I picked up this group of 6 female Russian riflemen, just because I thought they'd add something to the squad. I can just mix them in. They're quite small and delicate. If you look at that compared to the warlord ones. But you know, they're girls, and generally, not always, generally girls are smaller, I guess. So I'm not overly fussed. I'll mix them in, and I do believe warlord figures are actually quite a lot bigger. But they're quite nice figures, and they weren't expensive. These Squiddo ones, you know, nice option to mix in to get a bit of value. I mean, you can't really tell they're female figures apart from the fact they've got longer hair. That's about the only thing you can really see. A slight swelling in the chest. I said chest, but that's about it really. But yeah, they'll more riflemen for the squads. And here's the remaining riflemen from the winter box set. So it's another 2, 4, 6, 8 of them. So it's 18 riflemen plus the 6 Squiddos. 24 more riflemen to add to the squads, which I think is good. The rest of the box is, I've got another LMG team, or 2 more LMG teams, and what else have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 SMG guys to add in. And I think that'll probably be enough infantry for the time being, unless I'm going to go to really big size forces. That'll do for now. But I'm really pleased how this effect has worked. So the winter looks really good. So yeah, and I used that same technique I showed in the video. These figures, I think I used a slightly tannier base colour rather than that green that I used in the video. And as I said in that video, I've used sort of tan colours. I've used light browns, even grey. Worked perfectly fine with that technique, as well as that green that I used. but I think the effect is good, so I'm happy. So something completely different. These are, I think I bought this pack from Warlords just to make up an order to push me into free postage, I believe. So I've had them for a little while. This is, oops, excuse me. This is the sharpshooter figure. I really like him. He's got his gun actually through. It's actually, I thought at first it was a tripod, but it's not. It's actually a sword, and he's stuck it in the ground and shoved his musket through the grip, which is kind of intriguing. But it's a nice figure. And this guy's the master gunner. I don't know. I'm not into pike and shot as much as some, but I would imagine he adds a bonus to the gun capability or battery capabilities. Probably this sharpshooter has a similar effect to skirmishing infantry. But they're nice models, and again, it's just part of the process of just working my way through the backlog to get them out the door, and they look pretty good. So no Russian army would be complete without a ZIS. I think this is a ZIS-3 divisional artillery piece. Really flexible pieces of artillery. They're as good in HE mode as they are AT mode. I like the basing. I like the fact I've used some of the wooden brick things I've had over, and used the same winter scheme that I've been playing. However, I wish I'd put it on a bigger base. I used the base they give you, which is this, whatever size plastic dish this is, and because I didn't have anything absolutely perfect, I used it, and I wish I'd actually waited and got a slightly bigger one, or used something more rectangular or something like that. But I think the effect is okay. It just loses a little bit. Still, I have to say, why Warlords do you have to make your metal artillery so fiddly to put together? It's just so hard to put them together. But it's done, it's ready, and it's finished, and I'm quite pleased with the effect. So some artillery support. I probably will get an anti-tank gun at some point, or anti-aircraft gun, and or artillery anti-aircraft gun, and apart from the machine gunners that are still needing to be done from the winter box set, I think that's pretty much the Russian winter force completed. So job done, off the list. So finally, some more of the footsore Baron Wars medieval period figures. These are some of the mounted knights. In fact, this is 2 packs. They come in packs of 2. These ones are resins. These are the extra ones I bought a few of just to supplement the figures I bought through the Kickstarter. I still like them. I think they're really nice figures. Although I have had a few problems with the infantry, but I'll talk about that in a future video. I don't know, I'm still not 100%. I know people were very kind in the last video about the foot knights I'd done, and how they look. People said they look good. I'm still not happy with them. I used a slightly lighter wash on these, but they still look quite grubby. And I might just go over them again with a bit of lighter paint just to touch them up a bit and make them look a little bit brighter. I mean, I like my figures to look like they've been in campaign mode, but I worry these are slightly too much. But that said, they're lovely figures, and they've come out pretty well. I picked up some transfers to put on the heraldry on them, and yeah, I mean they've come out all right. I'm not going to say any more. I'm just not 100% certain I like them as well as, or not. They're not in my mind. They haven't come out in my mind. Sorry, they haven't come out in reality how they were in my mind. I think that's how I'd best put them. So anyway, it is what it is. Anyway, there's where I am with a few painting projects. I am finally moving along with the British heavy cavalry, Napoleonic heavy cavalry. They won't be long now. but I have to say it has been a painful process. I don't know why. I really want them for the table, but I just haven't been able to get the motivation to paint them up. I could have painted and Napoleonics and medievals are much harder to paint than Second World War. That's for sure. So that could be partly it, but I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, I hope you're doing well. Hope everyone's keeping safe and well. I hope the any impact by the virus is minimal, and I hope you're managing to get some projects done and managing to connect with other people and still keep your interests and keep your hobby going, because this is just a temporary period, a temporary blip. And hopefully people looking back at this video in a few weeks' time, if they're watching this video later and to a later date, they'll be going, what the hell is he talking about? Because we'll have forgotten all about this virus thing. Maybe. Anyway, take care, enjoy yourselves, have fun. I would say may your dice roll well, but may your projects progress well. Let's say that. And I'll see you again soon. This is Don, signing out.